Dan, are nice and clean, but funny moments. I will simply ask you this. How many times has this been done before on YouTube by other creators? You're probably already competing with thousands of channels that do similar things, and it may be that your content is good, but it's just been drowned in all of the other stuff that's out there. So you may have to think again about how, certainly you have a focus, but also how am I going to make my content more appealing to the next channel down the road that has 500 subscribers and is doing Fortnite funny moments as well. But we do wish you a look there. Thank you for the tweet. I was very much entertained by that. At least you don't have a Hong Kong generic channel banner as your channel banner. So which was the other one? Yes. So that is not my bank account. And as you already know, there's no money in there because I'm terrible with my finances. Where's your channel link? I'm going to guess it's there. So this is Log House Farm. You have a similar number of subscribers. Let's take a look here.
Well, to be fair, Lego is very expensive, Rob, so I totally understand.
That's true, that's true. So what do you think this channel is about, then?
Well, let's see. Log House Farm, birds, I thought I said birds, beers, and builds. Like, wait a minute. So, yeah, birds, bees, and builds. So, I'm not sure if it's nature or if they're building stuff or if it's woodworking. So I would probably look for a little bit more clarity in that value proposition to let me know exactly what he's doing. Because now when we look at the thumbnails, it's how to make a crosscut sled or jigsaw puzzle or snap maker. So simple, strong workbench includes free plans. So I would probably tighten that up to whether it's woodworking or furniture building, whatever that is called, DIY chicken coop. So like if they're doing that kind of like construction and DIY stuff, then I would probably tighten up that value prop to make sure that people know that this is what you are about. Because I mean, I see raising baby chicks and like a chicken coop and stuff, but is that really the focus of the channel?
Yeah, it looks as if there's been I'm going to say a subtle channel shift from maybe, I had this project which was to build a barn and somewhere to put all of my animals that I'm farming. And so it was kind of related to that, and the thumbnail seemed to reflect that. And now it's gone maybe more, is it like building of machines and furniture?
Right. It's a bit on the confusing side of as far as kind of what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm wondering about. Are they reviewing tools? That's kind of where I'm sort of like, wait, what? So that's the only thing is I will probably be looking for a little bit of focus. If they're going to be doing unboxing and reviews of tools or actually showing those tools being put to use. So I don't know. I would probably look for just a bit more focus if at all possible. But it could be that they're still in the experimental stage of the channel and trying to figure out kind of what pops and what doesn't.
Now, having said that, when I just mouse over the video previews, it looks as if the creator is putting a lot of time and effort into the actual filming, putting the camera at a certain angle, and then maybe doing some edits here and there, because there looks to be some real interesting designs. It's not just, person press record and then finishes filming. They're like stitching this stuff together. And I think that's being reflected perhaps in the views, and perhaps, I'm guessing the watch time is probably quite high on these. Like you've got these videos that are all roughly about 10 minutes long, but for a channel of 400 subscribers, all of the view counts are really, really healthy. Travis, I'd love any pearls of wisdom if you have any, just looking at this channel.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Because I think this is for the shorts. I don't know if this is going to be a great shorts channel or not. So that's number one.
Yeah.
It's a certain style of video right now that's doing well in shorts, and maybe eventually that'll change. It just seems pretty game oriented, meme oriented type of content. Let's see how to make it cross. So, I mean, some of the thumbnails, while simple, actually are probably okay for the type of people looking for this type of content.
Yeah, true.
And the how-to stuff, I think, is always just going to be your best bet because you're going to want long-term views. It's not going to be something you're going to get a lot of views in the first week or two. This is stuff you're going to want to get views over weeks, months, and years. So, I mean, some of the thumbnails look too generic. So the one, for example, the bandsaw setup, I try to stay when you're target audience are people that work with their hands. That looks too fake. And I think they'll get turned off by that. I think they would actually feel better about seeing a screen captured shot from within the video than they would seeing that.
Sorry, Travis, which one is this? Sorry, so I can highlight it.
So the one on the it says bandsaw setup and adjustment. Raycon, it's the top fourth one over from the top.
This one.
Yeah. It almost looks too polished / too marketing-y /
Yeah, I agree.
Like for a person who's going to use this, they want to see the nuts and bolts. They want to see a screenshot of it actually working and stuff. So I believe, again, it really depends on who your I don't want to say customers, but who your viewers are and their sensibilities of what they're looking for in a thumbnail. I don't think they're looking for a YouTuber thumbnail. I think they're looking for, show me what I'm going to see. I
think there's quite a distinct difference in the thumbnails at the top of the list here and then these ones down here. Do you think there's a preference here? I am leaning towards these ones, which, as you say, Travis, feel a bit more natural and in the moment. I think the text needs to be fixed in some of these a little bit, but I think the colours pop a little bit more and the placement seems a bit more effective in some of these. But I don't know, I'm just I'm asking you, what do you think? These compared to these, just general thoughts.
I would look at click-through rate. I'm always about data.
Yeah, okay. Look at the data, that's the answer.
I'm the wrong person because I'm not the person looking for this content.
True. Good point. So that is Log House Farm. I will return to more tweets and see what we have soon, but I think, hang on. Press the wrong button there. So hopefully we'll come back. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's nice. That wasn't actually the one you were supposed to take a screenshot of, but there you go. Oh, hang on. Here we go. You've not done anything with the screen there. Must do better. That's a B-, that one. Right, let's go back to picking some channels from the grabber. And we'll do a gaming channel since we just did a farmhouse channel. So this is going to be 201. And we are looking at Langan 50. And let's see what you have to offer us here as we move into the next half hour of live stream channel audits. Looks like a Grand Theft Auto channel. And you definitely want us to like, subscribe, and click on a notification bell. And you've been on YouTube for just under a month. I think this is the first channel I've ever seen which has exactly 1 subscriber. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Right.
It's just so hard. The YouTube is so hard.
Are these last ones, are these Grand Theft Auto as well or something else? Is that so?
Yeah, that's the new DLC.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it needs to make that a little bit more clear in these thumbnails because that just needs a bit of work. And like I said, they're just starting out, obviously.
Yeah.
But, I would start by, looking at Canva tutorials where you can bring the Grand Theft Auto heist logo into your thumbnail or whatever the new DLC is, that into the thumbnail. That way it makes it very easily identifiable. There's no GTA 5 or anything like that in the titling here. So these are just some things where kind of needs to be tightened up. Titling needs to be tightened up. Thumbnails need to be tightened up, obviously, but we are just starting out. So, this is all a learning curve. But I'd be looking at, what channels are doing, at least just for some inspiration to see kind of what's getting clicks.
Yeah, so as an example, these 2 videos here with the same title, are you telling us how to do this like a tutorial, or are you doing a let's play of it, in which case what is the emotional trigger, pull or hook for it? Give the viewer a reason to click. And you haven't got there yet, but as we say, you've only been on YouTube for a month and you're just starting out, but I think some simple stuff there. Thumbnails, titling. I mean, you already have a channel focus. You're doing Grand Theft Auto 5, that is clear to see. So you've already solved one of the huge challenges that many creators have. But yeah, thumbnails and titles are the things to crack on with there. Let's take another channel then. And this one is going to be a non-gaming channel. This is channel 62. Let's see what's on offer here from Project B. Let's bring up this channel. And immediately it looks like a car channel.
Nice.
And it looks like it's a... What is this? What does this logo mean?
Which one?
This lemon Lambo.
Interesting.
Because I'm thinking, is that associated to Lamborghini in some way?
I don't know.
Because it's not his channel banner.
A lot of it has this Lemon to Lambo, and I don't know if maybe that was a previous name for the channel, or there's got to be something kind of going on there, but I don't know.
I think it's like flipping, sort of like you're taking a lemon, you're turning it into a Lambo. So it's a car that's sort of jacked up. You're doing some work on it, and then you're flipping it. From what I'm seeing,
Lemon to Lambo.
But obviously, that it's causing a little bit of confusion with us. Obviously, we weren't sure what that meant to begin with, because Project B is a very generic name. Maybe Lemon to Lambo is a better niche for you to go down. And then your banner can be, hey, Lemon to Lambo, I'm flipping cars, buying, I'm selling, I'm going to auctions. And that is really your proposition, where Project B, there's no proposition or branding to that at all.
So you have a leader in this search term. The problem is nobody's searching for this search term. So I may, guys, correct me if you think I'm going in the wrong direction here, but I would be tempted to try and leave this reference out of a title and have it so big on the thumbnail, and maybe incorporate that in the video itself, because it confused me as a complete layman, and so you may have lost me as a viewer potentially, but I'm happy for people to argue otherwise on that.
Yeah. No, for sure. That's literally what I was thinking too, is that if nobody's searching for that particular search term, I wouldn't have that as my very first search, keyword in my titling. You want to have something that's going to be searchable, right? So if we're talking about cars are going to have their own inherent fan bases, however niche they might be. So like where Nissan Silvia S15, perfect. You want to have that as the beginning of the title. The other ones like the Suzuki Swift, that should be at the beginning of the title. So whatever car you're working on, if it's a build, if it's a flip, whatever it is, you want to make sure that that's going to be the first thing in your titling, because you want to attract the audiences that are searching that keyword, whatever it might be. It doesn't matter what car it is. There's people who love, Fiat, Chrysler, Ferrari, whatever it might be. But, this will help you at the very least get a leg up just by leveraging SEO and search.
So is car flipping perhaps the keyword that you may look to replace in the title?
I mean, you could, but I wouldn't have it as the first thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. I would have the main keyword, the main subject, right. And then somewhere later, like, build and flip, or he could even still do the Lemon to Lambo, but I wouldn't have that as the first thing.
It would be perhaps a thing that's cut off in a title, but something to include at the back end of a title, perhaps. Yeah.
I think also a bit more specificity in what exactly is happening in these. Prepping the Swift for sale could mean a ton of things. Are you doing body work? Are you modifying the car? Are you just doing oil change, tires and rims and stuff like that? Those are more things that you can search for, as opposed to just fixing up a car in that most generic of senses. And in that case, you could also potentially split these into more videos. Can you spend an entire video on bodywork, an entire video on, routine maintenance, stuff like that? If you've ever watched Mighty Car Mods, a big Australian car channel, they do a lot of this stuff, right? Buying cars, they're doing more modification. So you're not going to be doing that because you're looking to sell these cars, but you can follow a very similar path to what they do, because they start with a car that's in sort of ragged shape, end up with a car that's in much better shape, and kind of bring you along on that journey the whole way. And you can sort of filter their videos by that kind of stuff, right? We're doing engine work, we're doing body work, we're doing rims and tires, we're doing oil changes, and all of their kind of videos will fall into one of these categories.
Yeah, you can have a series like that. I think our friends at Donut Media were, fixing up a car, and they started off with, here's, this is the car we bought, and now we're going to do this modification to it. And next video, now we're going to do this modification to it. And you can bring people along for that journey, especially if that entry video of them buying the car is bringing in a lot of subscribers because they want to be a part of that journey. This is something that you can definitely do. Instead of incorporating everything into one video, you can stretch it out step by step into multiple videos and sort of create a view loop. So something worth trying.
Having jumped down your throat a little bit, Project B, just getting distracted by Lemon to Lambo, what I will say is I mean, you've only been on YouTube for a month, and you clearly have a passion, given the effort you're probably putting into the topic, but also the video content, which is fantastic to see. And you've only got 40 subscribers, but each video is getting that many views, if not more. So you're already cultivating a community, which is fantastic. So I want to give you kudos for the things that you're doing right there. And yeah, I think we're just suggesting these things to maybe kickstart, put a bit of nitroglycerine in your engine to make it drive really fast or something. I don't know what I'm talking about, but there you go.
Is that heart medication, nitroglycerin?
Yeah, maybe. So that is Project B. Let's move on to the next channel before I get stuck in any more Fast and the Furious metaphors, which I've actually never seen, so don't know what I'm talking about. 268 is the next channel that we're going to audit. This is a gaming channel. King Wilzer is the channel we are looking at, and they look a little bit like this. You've just cracked 30 subscribers. I think we've already audited this channel. This banner is very familiar. I remember Dan looking at the
this is
thumbnails. The one where he's putting pasta into cartridges and a chef was shooting his head with pasta. Now, I think whatever we said has worked, because this has the most views in the shortest amount of time. So do more of this, which is, I guess, what you're doing right here is you want to take that face and put it somewhere else so it's not hidden by the timestamp, but you have a dramatic moment occurring in this event that you've, I think, highlighted in the title as well. So from the one video that I think you have made since we last audited your channel, you're going in the right direction. So do more if you can. Anything else, or should we move on? Because I think we audited this channel last week, if not the week before.
Yeah, it was last week.
Yeah. Yep. All right, let's pick another channel then for somebody who may never have been audited. This is channel 409. This is a non-gaming channel. Zenzeris, I hope you're keeping up with all of the channels we're auditing this week, because, we've probably put a lot more stress on you, especially with the channel shout-outs that we do very quickly. But it's always appreciated. If you do want to return to this channel audit afterwards, by the way, Zenzeris, not putting pressure on him, but he usually timestamps all of the channels that we audit, so you can work out whether your channel was audited if you missed the stream live. Music Nation! All right then. YouTubers' music at your footsteps. That's I don't know why, but footsteps as last word feels like a strange value proposition.
Should be like at your fingertips, right?
Fingertips or keyboard or mouse or something, maybe. But I'm still confused then. Does this mean that you're providing free music for YouTubers, like royalty free? Because that's the direction I'm going in. But I don't know if that's actually the case. What does the about section
say otherwise? But
tutorials on creating music using simple apps.
Oh, for visuals and stuff. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking too.
Right.
Yeah, create music using iPhone, create audio visualizer for free, make this visualizer. Okay. But there's also songs. There's also actual music.
Yes. So which is best here for the channel? Is it providing the music itself or the tools for you to create your own music? Because there's two very different camps here. For me, I have no interest in how to create music because I'm terrible at that. I just want some music to use. Whereas others are probably really interested in the crafting of this music themselves. So although it's the same topic, the audience is probably quite different. So you may want to check just the general view counts and see what's helping you out most.
The other thing is there's Among Us imposter montage shorts and stuff. Like, whoa, wait a minute, man. So there seems to be some whiplash going on here because it's like, are we teaching people how to make visualizations? Are we posting copyright-free music? Are we doing gaming montages? So we're a little too widespread with the content here. I think this channel is kind of lacking focus because based on the channel banner, despite it saying, music at your footsteps, a lot of this is kind of like, what's happening here? So I think we need to focus either making, the copyrighted music or teaching people how to do visualizations, things like that. But I think we really need to focus down here. This is a bit too widespread.
As I look through it more as well, I'm a little concerned at some copyright issues because it looks as if you're uploading like the outro from a popular YouTuber or the full soundtrack from maybe something they created, like the Royalty Family intro song. I'm guessing that's a YouTube channel and you've taken the music from there. I'd just be a little worried about those things if that's what you're intending to do. I think most of the time channels don't mind when people do this, but don't expect to monetize your content doing this type of thing. All right, then. I think we'll take another channel here, and then we'll maybe go back to the tweets. What was that? A non-gaming channel, I think it was? It must have been. So let's take a gaming channel. We're up into the 500s now, and it's El Narc, I think this channel is called. Let's see what they have to offer us. Okay, so no channel banner to get an immediate idea of what the channel is. After 50 subscribers, you maybe want to be thinking about doing that. Screenshots, thumbnails seems to suggest it's Rocket League, or at least it is now. And the consistency of your content is quite sporadic as well. You went from 3 months, and now you've done 3 videos in the last day. So let's just step back a second and ask yourself, what type of content do I want to make, whether it's gaming or what type of game, etc., etc. And then maybe a little bit of a posting schedule. Instead of saying, I'm going to release 3 videos today and then I'm going to take a 2-week break, maybe think about a video a week, stagger it, spend a bit of time crafting it, making a custom thumbnail, thinking about the title that you're going to do. Because right now it just looks like a bundle of stuff that you're just doing for fun and then uploading to YouTube without any real thought of who may be watching this content. So those would be my very quick suggestions for this channel. Anything else to add here from anyone as I just go up and down the thumbnails?
Yeah, channel focus is obvious the real issue here. If you want to do Rocket League, that's great, and that's a perfect opportunity. But then you should be teaching people how to get better at Rocket League, teaching people how to navigate certain maps and certain boards or certain game modes and how to play better at those. Every Friday on Discord, we've been playing Rocket League. So we have a little bit of experience playing around, playing it on Twitch. And everyone in the Discord will be pretty quick to tell you that I am terrible at Rocket League. Super enjoyable, really love the game, super bad at it. So if you have tips and tricks, that's definitely something that someone like me, who's a pretty casual gamer, is going to kind of watch and look at. And then if you want to stream yourself for an hour, playing to get the platinum and then showing off a lot of the skills that you're showing off in the previous videos, that's sort of a perfect segue where you can stream a bit of yourself playing it, but also then make focused content on how to get as good as you, how to pull off some of the things you pulled off during the live stream, and then bring people in as well to play with. And, it's a great game for collaboration because there's plenty of other channels who are playing Rocket League, plenty of other YouTubers, plenty of people in the Discord, and you could bring them on as well and play against them and play with them and do all sorts of interesting things.
Dan, how could you keep carrying on there when I was just going through all of these memes? Oh, that's a good one.
I was looking at myself in the camera.
That's a good one, Bacon Slayers. I think we have to take... you are right. It is awkward. Just because I've got hair more than anything else in this one. Bacon Slayers. Whoa, right. Okay, this channel banner. What is going on here? I think this might be one of those, as we call them, dank meme channels, which means to suggest we don't know if there's anything necessarily wrong or right with this channel because we don't understand it. You have 100 subscribers and you're doing Roblox, a bacon got a job at the pizza place. I have no clue what that video is potentially about, but hey, it's got 60 views. Another one here with... how to make Roblox intro for Android. So a tutorial, which is still Roblox, but a different area of Roblox, and it's got 40 views. So, yeah, I'm a little lost on this channel, as is, I assume, most of the other auditors here.
Where's all the bacon?
Oh, hello.
You're looking at the bacon. The Bacon Slayer slaying the bacon. I was like, this is a breakfast channel. I'm all about that bacon life. And we come here and we see Roblox. Listen, this is what they call clickbait, Rob. You ever heard of clickbait?
Oh, really?
You ever heard of that?
I do it all the time, yeah.
I'll tell you something. This is the worst type of clickbait, I think. Is there a good kind of clickbait? I'm trying to figure it out. What? Is there good clickbait?
Well, let's check. Let's find out. Let's see if there is a good kind of clickbait, because I'm sure there's a channel which we can maybe check this out on. See if they've actually done any videos since we last spoke to you. Hey, Mr. Dr. Savage, like 71 subscribers right now.
You did one. You did one short.
Yeah.
YouTube continues to suppress the man.
is that what you think it is?
That's what it is. It's obvious.
Yeah.
They shadow ban me, and it's crazy. It's a conspiracy, and that's all right. I demand a recount.
All right, then. So, yeah, this is your definition of clickbait here, Dr. Savage. Let's just quickly go back to this channel, if we can, before Savage takes up one of his students. I mean, I'm struggling to suggest things here. Jeff and Dan.
Oh no, it's very true, and I think focus is always going to be a big thing with this. Obviously, I don't like being clickbaited about bacon either, but that's one of the things where we definitely need to kind of focus in. If we want to do some tutorials and how-tos, please do. There's always people looking to learn how to play a game, to learn how to learn things or tricks or tips, walkthroughs, things of that nature can definitely help out. I would definitely strengthen the thumbnails a bit. White text on a gray-white background really does not work. So that's just one of those things, like even the PC test, I am used to mobile. That's one of those things where, hey, man, I mean, all you got to do is go through and whip up a thumbnail. If you've got thumbnails for your other videos, you could have done one for that one. So, yeah, I mean, just kind of try to stay consistent, try to kind of move forward, but really focus in on exactly what it is that you want to do, because we're kind of all over the place here.
I think what I will say about such channels is that it's not that we don't want to audit these channels, but I think they're so deep into the subculture of Roblox, and maybe going through the the Discord channels and the Reddit posts and doing these really nuanced things that a certain audience is going to get. For us, just looking from a million miles away, we're looking at the title and we're looking at the thumbnail, and we can't make head nor tail of what's going on here. So think about like the layman audience. How is this going to be more appealing to them? Because, with 100 subscribers and 20 videos, the views aren't too bad. But the channel just feels impenetrable to someone like myself who just doesn't play Roblox, doesn't really follow the memes or the comedy. Because I think the reason I'm saying that is because this thumbnail, this thing that you did to attract me, to make me click on it, it's relevant to me, so it's funny to me. And I guess your videos themselves are probably in that same vein. But just making them, I guess, more accessible to others would help as well. Right, let's... Oh, hello.
Wait, what is happening here? That can't be right. That is not true. What happened there?
That is fake news.
Yeah, I think maybe some litigation taking place soon as there.
News.
Savage, hello. You got some students, 45 of them. Who do you want to pick first?
Okay, let's go. We got 45. Let's start with 25, because why not?
You always like going into the middle of your candidates. So
I eat my sandwiches. I start in the middle.
As I will just stress here, a bit of a disclaimer.
Too, which is weird.
The following that is said is not necessarily supported by vidIQ or any of its associates. We simply give this time to Savage every single week because he pays for it. So, Savage, Mashdor, what have you got to say about this channel?
Mashdor, let me see. I can't understand what he said. Let me see. Okay. Mashdor, insurgency. We've had this before. There's been an insurgency in vidIQ recently with a bunch of people who did not pay for the Savage Academy. And somehow there must be some type of YouTube video out there on how to get the Savage Academy for free. And I'm going to tell you something. As soon as I find them, I'm going to copyright strike them. I'm going to take them down.
Yeah.
I don't like that very much. I don't like that. Okay. I don't understand how many languages does this channel have? Can we get it to one?
It's a good question.
There's a lot of languages there. It's a little bit like, let me ask you a question, Rob.
Yes.
You ever go to one of those places that sells teriyaki and burgers?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right to me, does it? I'm like, listen, you're either good at one or the other. You're not good at both. As soon as you put like multiple types of food on the menu, I'm done. I'm out. I'm not watching. I'm not eating it. It's not happening. I'm not going to have teriyakis and burgers. You're either good at one or the other, not both. I feel like that's what this channel has. They got a little bit of one, a little bit of the other. My guess is they're only good at one of them, not both.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and flush them down the toilet.
Thank you, Savage. Hope Mashdor found that useful. Let's take another Savage client.
Who's the last person to sign? I always love the
Well, you got 49 applicants here. The
course I do.
zooming in, more cash for you. What do you do with all of this cash, Savage? Because you never seem to. You're still using fake Zoom glasses. You haven't bought any yet.
The thing is, I actually use them for my pillows, the cash that I make.
Really?
On cash
Right.
pillows.
Yeah, very good.
That's the way all successful people sleep. Okay, Zabagas 230. Then I'll Pradar al Diverte. I bet you this dude has no idea what the heck is going on right now, and that's all right. Doesn't matter if it's English, Spanish, or Pig Latin. It doesn't matter. It's all the same savage advice. Learn Filmora. Yes, you should learn Filmora. What is this? Como aprender a la rivar whole of jalapenos with some bacon. Retro 2020. I knew the last part. The Retro 2020 I got figured out. The rest of it, I have no idea why he's telling us how to cook jalapenos on a video game system. I don't know why he would do that for us, but that's all right. Boxing. I know boxing. He says unboxing. Wait a minute. Is he boxing or unboxing? Oh, you can't read the un. Let me tell you, this reminds me of something from way back in the day when I was growing up. I went to this one place, this under 21 bar, and I was under 21 at the time. It was fine. But I thought it was an over 21. I just didn't see the under. I was like, okay, I finally got in, my fake ID worked. But apparently it didn't work. I gave it to the guy, let me in. It's because it was under 21 bar. I just thought it worked. I didn't read the sign. And that's what happened here. The unboxing I thought was boxing. I was waiting to see someone get punched in the face. This is a way, speaking of punching in the face, I feel like I got punched in the face watching this channel. Can we watch something else? One other thing, just one more, because this was terrible.
Savage, I've just had the thought. I think you need to get onto Clubhouse and start your own rooms.
The Savage Clubhouse is coming. Don't you worry. You just need an invite. I have a Savage Academy app that'll let you in for free. Most people got to pay for the Clubhouse, and I'm getting them in for free. Okay.
That's not also an under 21 Clubhouse. Is it?
You got to be over 21 for this Clubhouse. Let me tell you something.
True that.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to I'm getting cut off because the way you have these squares on the bottom, it cuts half my face off. This is, again, suppression by the man. I don't want to appreciate this, Rob, the way I have to keep moving around to get myself in the box.
You just need to move a little to your left, Savage. There's nothing to do.
Is it this way?
No, the other way.
Which left?
No, the other way. The other
This
way.
way?
That's it. They're perfect. You are spot on now. You're right.
Okay, all right. It's hard to tell. You got these boxes all messed up. Okay. Let's go to 56. Look at that. They're still coming in fast.
56. Okay, the last client here who's just parted with some money for the following sage words from Mr. Savage.
It's Dr. Savage, by the way. I don't get a doctorate for 4 years of my education.
I'm sorry. I do apologize.
Zip Key. All right. I like it. Zip Key. This is one of the most subscribers ever on a Savage audit. It's been a long road. Okay. 2 weeks ago, he put, I want to meet your family. Well, listen, the Savage family is currently in quarantine across many different places in the world today. You will not find any of them. You know, it's interesting. They don't have that many videos. They only got a couple of videos. Why is that?
Correct. Well, animation takes a long time to do, Savage.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I don't know. It never take me that long. Have you ever seen the movie Up?
I have, yes.
You seen that movie?
Yeah.
I actually drew that in a weekend. I sold it to Disney.
Oh, really? Well, can I just say that the first 5 minutes you animated there were the most heartbreaking 5 minutes of film I've ever watched, and I don't think I can ever watch it again.
I got to be honest, I didn't do that part. Mine was quite a different story. As a matter of fact, the story was different. It was completely different about a guy who had a bunch of junk he was selling on eBay. I don't know how it got to be what it was at the end because that's not the way I envisioned it, but it's all right. So back to this animation channel. I mean, look, your animation looks okay. It looks good. It's drawn nice. You got big eyes. I like big eyes. I like how it looks like it's a cartoon. Listen, the quality is good.
Yeah.
And only you can get quality like this at the Savage Academy. You see right here, this is a Savage student, and they learn how to draw just like this at the Savage Academy. $39.95 per minute. All you got to do is sign up at the link at I'mSoSavage.com, and you too will be able to draw just like this.
One thing I wanted to add, actually, seriously, Zipkey here is...
what do you mean seriously? This has all been serious. I don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
I applaud you trying to incorporate shorts into your animation, because I think animators have been looking for a way to reach their audience more often, and so experimenting with like a clip or like a 10-second clip from an animation, it's a good idea, and I hope you're going to find some success with what you're doing there. So kudos to you there, Zipkey. Let's take a serious channel, I think. We might be able to squeeze in a few more of them. And we'll take a gaming channel next. This is 113. So the disclaimer is removed now. This is actually genuine advice that we're hopefully giving you.
I don't know why you keep slamming me. Every time you say genuine, not genuine. Everything the Savage Man says is genuine. You need to stop that.
I've just got to be clear where the advice is coming from, Savage. Ceramic MC, then. You have 5,000 subscribers. And my guess is that you've gained most of your subscribers from shorts that you've been doing in the past couple of months. Look, your channel started as a shorts channel. Wow. I mean, I would love to start a Minecraft channel and get 217,000 views in my first video. Wow. Awesome stuff. And so all of the videos you were making at the beginning were all how to do things on a certain version of Minecraft. Very simple thumbnails. All looks very good to me. And then you've just, well, I guess you're not doing custom thumbnails anymore. Has that had an impact on your views? And it looks as if it has on some of these. So maybe you need to go back to the custom thumbnails. Perhaps you need to check the traffic sources and see if you are getting lots of views outside of shorts as well. Because it looks to me like the custom thumbnails were certainly helping you. Or has something else changed in your content? Although this one here does have 50,000 views, so maybe a bit of a red herring.
I think he's been canceled. I think is what happened. He got canceled. He was a shorts champion. And then someone found out something about him, like he eats egg sandwiches or something, the sort of thing you get canceled for nowadays.
It is curious, isn't it, how these last couple of videos over the last 48 hours have done nothing? Or maybe his videos typically take a few days to take off, as many shorts do.
It takes me a while to get my shorts off. I know that for sure.
I just liked it when the channel had some uniformity here and there was nice branding and consistency. And just feels as if in the last week or two it's fallen a little by the wayside. Jeff and Dan H, any extra thoughts here?
Well, I think we know Minecraft is a very tough way to grow, right? There's such a competitive space to be in. So obviously it's great that you've had success with shorts. And, if these new videos start to pick up soon, then we'll know that obviously you're sort of, as we say, the leader in a bit of the Minecraft space and you're getting a good percentage of those views. The tough part is then kind of replacing those viewers with long form video viewers. And I think you just have to sort of double down on a lot of your content, a lot of these tips, a lot of these strategies that people in Minecraft really love. And then that will hopefully translate to people growing on your channel regularly. But I would just keep it up with the shorts, right? They seem to have had a lot of success. You're getting subscribers from that. And then I do wonder what sort of their community tab looks like, if they're, kind of pushing people to some of their videos, if people are being able to see that with polls and stuff like that. Because I know we've had a lot of success recently with polls and a lot of people responding to those. So I would definitely, make sure you're keeping it up and keep doing what you're doing in those spaces, and then trying to work in some of the long form content and make sure it's your best possible content, because we just don't know how many of your viewers are getting to see each notification.
So here's the interesting thing that I've just been looking at with this channel. Looked at the community, Dan, as you suggested, and the community tab isn't getting much traction right now. And then this channel basically started out as a shorts channel, I assume. I mean, when did they actually start this channel? November 19, 2020. So yeah, all of this content here was shorts, and they all seem to be doing pretty well, tens of thousands of views, etc., etc. Then they did experiment with a long form live stream, and ever since then, the view counts have been all over the place. Sometimes doing well, but sometimes their shorts not performing that well. And again, this is a really frustrating thing from YouTube, I guess, algorithm perspective. Because I've known other people who've said, I don't want to upset how YouTube is treating my shorts channel right now, and I don't want to risk long form content. And I've been saying, look, you need to, if you want to start earning some revenue and building a community, you need to think about long form content. But this channel's done that. And it seems as if YouTube's punished them for that. So it's just an interesting observation here that I've not seen before. So yeah, that is curious. Curious stuff there. Let's take, I think, one more non-gaming channel here that I think we can squeeze in. 412 this time. Thank you for all of your submissions. I hope, even if your channel wasn't selected, that you've taken some value from this. And I've just realised we haven't had a single cooking channel this week, which is curious. And this is not going to be it. This is a travel exploration channel. And it is Voyager with Madhu and Soimai. Hopefully I've pronounced your names correctly. Wow, look at this. A travel channel that started 2 months ago. I didn't think this would be possible to do right now. So you have a unique opportunity to show people the things that you're traveling to in a COVID era right now, which is already puts you at an advantage. And looking at the view counts, I think people who've been starved of this type of content are reacting well here. Some basic updates I would include here are really think about the text that you're going to use. I don't want to necessarily tell you to use no text whatsoever, but when I look at this thumbnail here, this text up here, nobody's ever going to see it and nobody's ever going to read it. So make this text here more impactful if you're going to do that. Jeff, any quick advice here for this channel?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty interested in the way that they're doing it. I don't know if you addressed the number 1, number 2, number 3.
I was going to let you do that if you wanted to.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know about that. I would probably remove that from the titling just so that there's no confusion. Let these videos stand on their own. Aside from that, I would probably just be tightening up that thumbnail because of the tiny text. Like the Custer State Park is legible because it's against the blue sky, but it's so small. And then there's writing that goes sideways that I can't even read on a 35-inch screen. Yeah. So that's just some stuff that needs to be worked on. But considering the fact that the channel is new, they still have some room to grow. But this is pretty interesting. I'm not sure exactly. Looks like they're in the Badlands, so maybe they're just kind of exploring the country. But this is pretty awesome that they're able to get out and do some travel content.
I'd like to point out that all the Savage vacation spots are open. We keep them open.
Is that true, Savage?
It's true. I mean, Now here's the problem. Now I'm going to let you know right now that you can still sign up to go to any of the vacation spots in the Savage Academy where we give discounts to all of it. Now I'm not going to lie. All the doors are locked. You actually can't get into any of the hotels. But, listen, most of them are in great places like in the middle of the desert and in the middle of Antarctica. I'm going to tell you, you're going to enjoy all that beautiful sightseeing right out there where it's hot. Just take some water with you if you go to the Arizona desert where we have one of our places. Or if you happen to go up to the Antarctic Savage Academy, you might want to take at least a couple of sweaters. It's a little cold up there right now. I just want you to know about that.
Thank you for that travel advice there, Savage, which brings to a conclusion another 2 hours of rip-roaring, auditing fun here for all of you. As I say, we apologize if we didn't manage to audit your channel this week, but we've looked at gaming channels, we've looked at 3D printing channels, we've looked at several gaming channels on Fortnite and Minecraft and others. And hopefully you can apply some of those strategies and growth tactics to your YouTube channels. And if not, then pop back next week and hopefully we may be able to look at your channel. I want to say thank you to Esther Quaintmeyer, who gave us £5 as a super chat around about 20 minutes ago. And Savage, since you're on screen right now, you can do your your goodbyes to the community here.
Sure, why not? Let's go. Okay, Shadow MC is here doing it big. I like MK Games. I love Mortal Kombat. It's good stuff. Zomo, look like that. Zomo? No, ZDMM. You need to change your name. Eva, what? Eva the Vegan Teen. Look at that right there. Go ahead and hug that tree. Go ahead. Let's see. We have APOS. Good APOS. Let's see. Okay. We have Vendor. Okay, that's good. And then maybe one more. Let's see. One more. Tenant Bram Gaming. Tenant Bram Gaming, he's doing a good job moderating these fools in here. If they don't pay, then kick them out.
Thank you, Savage. Dan H, say goodbye to...
Yeah, let's go. We got Joel Mix, all about TikTok. I wonder what that channel is all about. Mr. Tim, and someone who I doubt is a member of the Savage Academy, the Rogue Scholar. He sounds a little bit too smart for that.
Scholar. And Jeff, who are you saying goodbye to?
I'm going to say goodbye to Loser Anna. We got bye to Nurgling, bye to OG Squeezy, and also a major shout out to all of our moderators. We appreciate every single one of you and everything you do for us in the chat.
I just saw Eva, the vegan teen, asking how often do we do these. We do these channel audit live streams every Tuesday at 11 a.m. PT time, and we've been doing these for the last 2 years, so we never change our time on this. So hopefully you can join us next week. I'm going to say goodbye to the following. That includes, let's see, Spasmodic Reviews, John C., Cornell Art. Yes, Esther Quentmeyer. I did say your name, and did I say it correctly? That's the important question. Journey Dude, Casey Green again, saying goodbye to you and everybody else who's joined us this week. We hope you enjoyed this live stream. If you want to join us on our social medias, then just search for vidIQ. And if you are in Clubhouse, then do follow us on there. I think Jeff, Travis, myself, Leron are all on Clubhouse, and we're trying to take part in as many YouTube conversations as possible. But for now, this is the outro, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. You know what time of a live stream it is. If you continue to watch until this point, it's where we actually come back for a few more minutes for what you might call the director's cut, bonus material, etc. and etc. And the reason I do this, and the reason I talk as if I'm on a high premium paid hotline phone number, is because the more I talk, the more watch time we get. So currently there are 195 people listening to me talk, which means that we're getting 3 hours of watch time for every minute I continue to talk. And there's always one person who sort of sticks around here with me, and that is Dan H, who's still here. And so hello, Dan. Say hello to our, I guess, bonus hardcore fans who are still watching right now.
Hello, I thought this was the point where I get asked to be part of the Avengers. Is that not what is going on here? I don't see Samuel L. Jackson anywhere. I see Patrick Stewart join the Discord, though, so I'm happy to have at least one celebrity around.
Yeah, I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. We just stick around and we talk a little bit longer. Now, I'm actually going to ask you all to do me a favor here. I don't know how many of you watching right now are aware of what I'm having to do as a bet I lost in that I made a video daring Mr. Beast to comment on one of the vidIQ videos, and if he did comment, then I would make 100 promotional Mr. Beast Shorts videos, and I'm currently on episode 7, I think. So I need your help right now. Could you please, so I'm going to allow you to do this. Moderators, please don't try and change anything here. I want as many people in the chat now to write subscribe to Mr. B Shorts and just do it as many times as you can without being putting time out, because I need to record this as a short that I'm going to post on our vidIQ Shorts. I know it sounds really weird, but please, if you can just now write down or type in, subscribe to Mr. B Shorts, and then I'm going to film this. So I'm waiting for the chat to do that. Hopefully people are going to start writing it. If they don't, then I can't film it. But yeah, please, people do that. And then afterwards, we might actually audit one more channel. Nobody's doing this.
A lot of them are getting timed out.
Yeah.
Or
I
not
guess,
timed out, but hidden.
I'm
trying to show 'em.
I was worried that this might happen. Maybe we've put a... I'll tell you what it is, actually. I think blocked words.
Yeah.
The blocked words on the vidIQ channel includes subscribe to. So maybe I've just made the subscribe word impossible to use. Yeah, is anyone going to write? No, nobody's doing it. So this is just not going to work, is it? Yeah, well, thanks everybody if you tried.
What if they just go YouTube, Mr. B Shorts?
Yeah, just
Stop
type
the
in. Yeah.
subscribe.
So, it's working, right? Some people are doing it, right? Okay, so
Trying to unhide them. I don't know if that works.
bear with me. I'm just need to film this right now. Okay, so this is all for my own self-indulgence here, but here we go. Yeah, they're all being hidden, but I can still see them, right? Okay, so bear with me. I just need to film this. Right, hang on. So you know, everybody, that I'm having to do this Mr. Beast promotional stuff right now. Well, I've asked everybody in our live stream to tell people to subscribe to Mr. Beast Shorts. So Mr. Beast, this is for you. Look at all of those people who are telling all of you watching now to subscribe to Mr. Beast Shorts. Please do this, because I've got another 90 plus episodes to do. Thank you, bye. All right, so hopefully I can make that a YouTube short later on. And now let's get back to some actual useful stuff here. And yeah, now Streamlabs is going crazy telling me stop posting links and stuff. You can stop saying Mr. Beast Shorts now. We need to pick somebody to audit here, Dan. How are we going to do that this week? This is a bit I never planned for.
Oh, yeah. Well, based on my comment before, I want to see everyone's favorite Avenger.
All right, okay.
It's my favorite Avenger we can pick.
So, yeah, so who is your favorite Avenger? Now, does it have to be one of the actual Avengers, or could it just be somebody from the Marvel Universe?
Well, I'm wearing, I guess it gives it away, but I am wearing an Avengers t-shirt at the moment. So
we can't see it, though. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Everybody's still writing Mr. B Shorts. There's probably a bit of delay on the live stream so that people are listening.
Next Era Gamer, I see, says Hulk. Next Era, one word, Gamer.
Next Era, one word. Because that kind of doubles up as something, of course, from my interest, which is wrestling, if you talk about Hulk. So what was that?
Oh, there you go.
Next Era, all one word, was it?
Yep. Capital E, Next Era Gamer. It's
hang on, so I'm just doing
darker skinned guy with mirror sunglasses on. Gamer, so it's 2 words.
I'm just doing this in the background here, folks.
There you go. That's
there
him.
We go. Right, we found him. Right, okay. Right. I'm going to share this screen in a second, folks. I just need to get all my, as my fiance likes to say, ducks in a row before.
Which makes sense, since she has a YouTube channel all about ducks.
Yeah, right. Okay. Sorry about that. That's just some stuff coming through. Right. So, Next Era Gaming. Let's take a quick look at your channel. You are tutorials, meme builds. I've never heard it described as meme builds before, and tournaments. But on what? The channel banner doesn't really. Some sort of battleship game, I guess. Let's have a look.
Maybe.
World of Warships.
Yeah, there we go.
So maybe just be a bit more explicit in your channel banner as to what the tutorials and tournaments and meme builds are about. Would be my first piece of advice.
Yeah, and definitely wasting some real estate with those more recent thumbnails with those episode numbers. Yeah, we definitely try and dissuade you from doing that in titles, and especially something like that where you're taking up a pretty good percentage of real estate with an episode number.
The thumbnails look to be just freeze frames, so I can tell that there's a ship in the sea, but beyond that, I don't know if there's something spectacular going on a lot of these, explosions. I mean, you tried to identify here and there with a bit of text, but I think you really need to zoom in and get something super sharp and focused. And if you can't really do that from the gameplay, then create something a little bit more custom if you can. And I mean, one thing I will say is I've heard of World of Tanks, but I've never heard of World of Warships. So I'm guessing that this is perhaps there's more of an opportunity to break into this area with content.
Yeah, and I think the perfect example right there was, most OP destroyer in the game. But, from here, it definitely looks like a lot of water. If that was just whatever warship, whatever destroyer is the most OP, a big image of that in the middle of the thumbnail, that's going to be real attractive to click on, even if it doesn't give away exactly what it is, because someone like me would have no idea which destroyer that is if we're seeing a big image of it, but it is definitely enticing to click on it. If I'm a new gamer, what's the most OP destroyer? Bam, I definitely want to know information like that. So it's good content, but you're not being dragged in by that kind of thumbnail.
I would say this is one of the better thumbnails because you're not trying to include I guess gameplay HUD, because on the other thumbnails I can see a map in the top corner, some text here and there, but this looks more like a stylized screenshot. But again, you could zoom in on that one, and then maybe we don't often say text, but on that one you could point an arrow to it saying legendary or super rare, just to have a more click emphasis. So we've looked at a lot of the thumbnails here, and then I think more tutorial style titles may help you a little bit here, because you were looking at this one where you like the most OP destroyer. I'm wondering if that could be phrased in a different way for it to be more clickable. Is this the most dangerous destroyer in the game? Perhaps might be a little more impactful, because I don't really know what you mean by most OP. I'm having to work out what that means, and I still don't know.
OP, overpowered.
Right. Okay. So I would maybe have overpowered as some text in the thumbnail pointing at the ship, and then title it some way like, is this ship unfair in World of Warships? Might be a different way to try and pitch that to the audience. All right, but you are focused on this game, which is great to see, and you are experimenting with different types of thumbnails. I just don't think you've quite got there yet with your testing.
Which is sort of an interesting thing, though, where free-to-play style games are almost really good for niching down, because that's the type of game that's always going to need to come out with different content, right? I'm sure this game is always coming out with different ships, different game modes, always nerfing things and adjusting things. So if you're out there looking for the type of niche that you can get into, think of a channel like this where there's so many opportunities for great content creation and the great type of things that make for searchable content, and that's something that's a great niche to kind of bury down into. Whereas especially older games can be a lot tougher, because that game isn't going to change much. There's not going to be a lot of new updates. There's not a lot of things that are going to bring people directly to that. And then you're going to struggle in 6 months. Now, what kind of content do I make? Because I've already went over the existing stuff that's there.
I'll just notice here a tutorial, how to do something in a game, one of your most popular videos. And also I'll notice here you had a little stream of first look, and again that's emphasizing new updated information in a game, and those will always be popular as well. So a couple more video theme ideas for you. So that is Next Era Gaming. Thank you very much for sticking around here and submitting. I think I'm going to give somebody one more opportunity, and this is basically it. You've got to try and guess my favorite MCU film, and hopefully the first person who just types this out, I will pick them to be audited. So you just got to start reeling off all of the titles, I guess, of all of the Avengers films. What's yours, Dan?
Ooh, that is a good question. Favorite MCU film of all of them? Probably, and this may be me being seduced by your background, I would say probably Winter Soldier. I think, it was sort of in the middle there, but I think things really were kicking off in the middle of that. Right, I didn't have a ton of exposure to the Winter Soldier character sort of beforehand, so I think that helped. And then, just sort of cool aesthetics to that movie. I really love how it opened up and how it brings sort of the Sokovia stuff into the mix there.
It was I think it was a quite significant jump from the first Captain America film, which I thought was pretty all right, but I think the Winter Soldier took it to the next level, certainly after the Avengers film. Has anybody?
Yeah,
seen
that's a
it
tough
yet?
spot
There
to
we go.
be, right? You know, the Avengers was the culmination of so much and got great reviews. It's real tough to sort of follow up on something that's such a cultural phenomenon.
Okay, nobody's got it yet. I'm seeing like Iron Man 2, Endgame, The Avengers, Spider-Man Far From Home. You haven't got it yet. You haven't got it yet. Not Black Panther, not Captain Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy, no.
If it's Venom, I'm leaving.
It is not Venom, no. And it's not the Amazing Spider-Man, the Andrew Garfield ones. Definitely not Age of Ultron. I think that was one of the poorer. There we go. I've got it. Crafty Masterman has got it. Infinity War. I think that was the better of the final two. For some reason, I you know, when you were a kid and you just watched the same films on VHS over and over again because you just didn't have anything to watch.
Oh, yeah.
I was a little bit like that with that one.
I've definitely watched that one a lot more than I watched Endgame. That's if I'm going to go back to either of those, it's definitely going to be Infinity War.
It had a really weak middle, did Endgame, in my opinion. The ending was fantastic, but yeah, I think they made the wrong decision killing off. What's his name? It's escaped me. The Titan.
Thanos?
Oh, sorry?
Thanos?
Thanos, yeah. Killing him off right at the start of the end of a first film and then having to bring him back, it just kind of made it a bit Back to the Future in terms of its timeline. And whenever people try and recreate Back to the Future, they just don't quite get it right. Don't get me wrong, still a fantastic film, but those were the flaws. And unfortunately, I've lost that person who gave the right answer. It was something Masterman, but the chat went so quick.
Crafty Masterman, one word.
Yeah, I think that was it. I'll be able to tell from the channel icon.
Time travel movies are always tough because you could really nitpick stuff like that, especially with Endgame, where you're like, oh, sort of the crux of it is that we only have one shot at this. We're out of Pym particles. We could only do this once. But you're time traveling, so you can go back to a time where Pym particles were a lot more prevalent, right, and steal more of them. So there's always going to be some weird loophole in any time travel movie that you're always going to be able to nitpick at.
All right, I can confirm it was Crafty Masterman. I found their original comment on their channel icon. So this is it, Crafty Masterman. Let's have a look at your channel. First of all, congratulations on 7,000 subscribers. It's a gaming channel. I always applaud people who break and beyond 1,000 subscribers in the gaming space because it's so competitive, so difficult. And so you're trying to...
Yeah, and especially Minecraft, as I talked earlier, it's such a competitive space. There's so many people there, and there's so many directions that you can go to. So to have this many subscribers, I mean, obviously you're doing an awesome job.
So it looks like you're doing intricate builds, like not maybe just a standard build a house, but you're building several houses that on here all look like Lego bricks in some way. And then... your best builds of 2020, so a good, interesting compilation there. And this is where I could really do with Dan C's help because he'd like be telling you, oh, you're doing the redstone stuff, which is fantastic. You're keeping up to date here and there, and but yeah, I'm struggling a bit here. Other than to say, you've got spiky views a little bit here. Is it the live streams that aren't bringing in that many views? Maybe it is. I'm gonna have to do the obvious thing here and sort by most popular. Okay.
Well, again, that would be the sort of perfect opportunity to use vidIQ, right? We have the channel audit tool in your sidebar, which is going to sort of show you the top performing videos. And it definitely seems like these different sort of inventions, contraptions are the ones that people are really coming back for. I know we have Snowy Blizzard in our Discord community who does very similar things with redstone and contraptions and stuff that people... take a lot of time to figure out how to figure out how to do them, but also how to make them more compact, how to make it so, all the parts aren't all over the place and or how the timing is perfect. So if those are the videos that are really working for you, that's definitely the type of stuff that you should hammer down on. And then if you're doing live streams, you could do, hey, I'm going to start from scratch, show you my entire process. I'm going to do it, have an idea. I'm going to have a working model of it. Then I'm going to make it better and I'm going to refine it and do all those type of steps. And that's a great idea for a kind of a follow-up of a live stream, or even doing the live stream of it first and then following it up with you doing the video of just the kind of snippets of it.
Here's what I found by sorting by most popular. I've just picked up on this word piston because the reason that jumps out at me is I don't associate a piston with Minecraft at all. So it feels like maybe a unique item or a mechanical build within Minecraft. And look at this. I mean, half of your most popular videos include that word. So did you purposely depart from making content that have something to do with pistons in Minecraft? I'd love to know if you could return to that and maybe make some videos based on that and see how they perform. But that's just a very simple observation there. And having said that, again, all of the thumbnails are of a very high standard for Minecraft. So that is a crafty masterman there. And I think, actually, this is weird now. I've actually increased the view count again. We've gone from 180 to 200 concurrents. And we've added a lot more watch time onto this. But unfortunately, we are humans. We need to eat. And I'm very hungry. I don't know, I'd love to be able to do these type of live stream channel audits every single day. And, you know, maybe sometime this year, we may do, like people do Vlogmas, we'll do Audit Timber or something where we just do audits every single day. I bet people would love that, but it would make me go insane. I'm not going to lie.
Training, no doubt.
I do need a bit of variety in my content creation. But yeah, thank you all, everybody, for hanging around for a little bit longer. You've added many more hours to our watch time, which is really appreciated. But we'll be back next week. So Dan, if you want to say goodbye, I'll put us both on full screen so we can do some nice waving.
Goodbye to everyone. Shout out again to Michael Shiro. I know his cat passed away this week. So
sorry to hear that, Michael.
Give a big heart to him. I know we're all big pet guys here. We're all big animal guys.
Absolutely.
So, love out to you. Thank you for all the work you do, for all the moderators here, everything you guys do for us. A quick shout out to you, and hope everything gets better.
See you all next week, folks. Bye.
If you're a creator, you know it's easy to lose focus.
Psst. Oh yes, hey there. You've caught me in a moment of pure productivity. I know it doesn't look like I'm doing anything on my YouTube channel right now, but that's because vidIQ is hard at work for me.
vidIQ makes it easy to see the bigger picture, from complete video analysis to keyword and topic research to recommended channel actions. It's all here in one place, so you can focus on the stuff that matters.
Nice. You know what really helps me as a YouTuber? It's getting those analytics that help me spot trends so that I can use them for my own videos.
And to see the breakdown of your channel's progress in real time. When you're creating content, you shouldn't have to worry if your video will get noticed on YouTube.
So with vidIQ, it's pretty simple. Spend more time creating and less time working. How's that even possible?
Download and install vidIQ for free at vidIQ.com.
Breaking news, everybody. We're going to start the live stream properly in a minute, but I've just been told that we have a very special channel audit that we need to immediately do, and I'm bringing in Savage for this. Savage, welcome to the live stream a little bit early. Please tell us who on earth this is, because apparently they're one of your Savage students.
All right.